Hey everyone. Today we're going to cover the conflict between the United Colonies and the Crimson Fleet. Now, this is one of the biggest conflicts in the game, and you can get introduced to it very early on. So it's important to understand who exactly you're signing up for and how you can change sides later if you change your mind. So, first, let's go over who we're dealing with. In the first corner, we have the United Colonies, a republic composed of humanity's core worlds. This is a very lawful society, strong central authority. They have really big cities, big armies, big commerce, and they like to throw their weight around a little bit. They regularly find themselves at odds with humanity's more chaotic fringe elements and are only recently out of a war with the Free Star Collective. In the second corner, we have the Crimson Fleet. This is a loose collection of independent pirate captains. They routinely raid, loot, pillage, and they've been steadily expanding their territory to the point that they now threaten the United Colonies. They take membership in their organization very seriously, and you will hear, if you associate with them, that the only way to leave the Crimson Fleet is to die. Now, there are two ways that you can wind up getting caught up in this conflict. The first is to do missions for a group known as Constellation that you get introduced to very early on. And after doing several missions, they'll ask for you to come do some work for a group called Vanguard, an agency of the United Colonies. And after a few simple missions, they will then ask you to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet, helping them bring it down from the inside. The second, much easier way is to just be caught doing any crimes and arrested. If, like me, you have been mentally conditioned with an irresistible urge to steal 30 to 40 cheese wheels or similar unimportant items every time you enter a town, this is going to happen really early in the game. They will then take you into a room where Commander Ikande will come out and explain how he believes you, the guy who just got caught pocketing all the cups and spoons down at the cafe, are the perfect candidate to infiltrate the pirates so he can beat them for good. You will get offered a plea deal, and you can choose to accept or to just do your time. If you accept, you can skip the whole Vanguard bit and go straight to being a secret agent for the United Colonies, or being a double agent and just completing the Crimson Fleet quest line while giving the United Colonies bad information. Alternatively, you can tell Ikande that you just want to do your time and go on your way. You'll do your time, pay your fine. You get released. The United Colonies brands you an enemy, which seems a really heavy handed response considering that you did, in fact, do your time. And you get presented with the option to just go join the Crimson Fleet outright without being an agent for the United Colonies at all. Alternatively, you can still go back to the United Colonies as long as you do the Vanguard missions and go infiltrate them and do that whole quest line anyway. You're not actually locked out of anything. Similarly, joining the UC doesn't actually lock you out of the Crimson Fleet quest line either, because when you enter their organization as a secret agent, at any point in time, you could just stop sending helpful information to the United Colonies and just continue the Crimson Fleet quest line. Now, let's go over what completing these quest lines can mean for you. I want to do this with minimal spoilers, just go over just the rewards and what you get out of it. Both quest lines are mutually exclusive, and both quest lines will reward you with 250,000 credits upon completion. Beyond that, I'm going to go over them one at a time. First, let's check out the United Colonies. So if you side with UC, one of the first things that you'll get is being on friendly status with both rival factions because of the whole double agent thing. This is really handy, and some players actually choose not to complete either quest line all the way, just to keep that. Upon completing the quest line, you will be rewarded with a very nice house in New Atlantis. It's considered one of the nicest houses in the game, and you get it for free. And you get a special citizenship status requiring every vendor in New Atlantis to give you a discount. This is handy because there's vendors for nearly every legal thing in New Atlantis. In addition, many companions in game will highly approve of your choice of action, especially any companions that you picked up from the Constellation group. And lastly, completion of the United Colonies questline means that the pirates are going to be hostile to you again, which can give you access to more loot, more experience, etc., but you are going to be hounded by pirates again. Some people like that, some people don't. Now, if you go work for the Crimson Fleet, you can get access to special cargo shielding and scan blockers, which are very helpful to dodge bounty and smuggle contraband. You also get access to their main base, which has some of the best vendors in the game for rare and exotic materials and contraband. It's also a great place to sell illegal contraband without a risk of arrest. You do run a higher risk of getting a bounty for doing piratey items. It unlocks the option to do piracy to coerce civilians to give you money. Though surprisingly, you don't get any bounty for actually completing their main quest line. Now, what I really like about this conflict is that you can just feel it out and pick a side as you go. If the pirates make you mad, even if you weren't working for the United Colonies and doing the double agent thing, you could just go to Vanguard and sign up. If the United Colonies aren't working for you, but you're already their double agent, you could just stop sending them good information and continue the pirate quest line. Ultimately, I think access to the rare goods and the easy contraband dealing is worth more than a discount on New Atlantis, but the nice house is certainly nothing to scoff at, and it really comes down to how you feel about your character and how you want to play the game. I hope this helps you all have fun out there, and if you'd like doing me a solid, likes, comments, and subscribes all mean a lot to me. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.